Second level spells. Alrighty then. The first one. Uh,
Huh?
that we've not. I don't believe we've looked at. I have not double checked these. I probably should have. Anyway, we have bloat,
Okay, bloat.
which is for the cleric, druid, warlock, and wizard. It's
All
a
right, let's take a look
necromancy
and see.
action, 30 feet
I
range.
let me say my parts.
Oh, sorry.
Action 30 feet. Verbal somatic material. A being does not consume. It lasts around.
Hmm.
You can cause the gases within a creature you can see within range to expand rapidly. The target makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. If the damage that the creature takes equal or exceeds its Constitution ability score, the creature floats vertically 5 feet and remains suspended until the start of your next turn.
That is really funny.
The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object. Like, this is just the levitation, which allows you to move when the spell ends. The target floats gently to the.
So.
What a nothing! Like, what an
It would be-
absolute.
I'm
It would
try-
I
be
need to
funny
look
if
at.
you could keep casting it and make the person float higher and then be done and make them fall and take a shit ton of damage.
You really can't. Like, how the spell works, you really can't.
If only. That's why I said it would be funny if you could.
Alright, I want to look at something. What is the name? This is the name.
Inflict wounds. It's a con save
A little
for
bit of
2d10.
2d10.
Half as much on a successful
Alright.
save.
That's. Give me a second. I got it. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see. The damage increases by 1d10.
And that one doesn't
So-
increase at all.
I don't care about that one increasing. I want to be clear about something. This ability right here is a nothing burger.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Which means all this spell is a second level inflict wounds.
That I have to point. That I have to point out in is a. This is a pinch better because of the range. Inflict wounds its touch. This is 30 feet.
True.
I guess that is
It's a
fair.
pinch.
That is fair. But I stand by what I'm saying. Yeah, I stand by what I'm saying. This spell doesn't have much of an identity of its own. In fact, the fact that this spell is better is actually reason for me to disallow it, which is stupid. I'm not going to disallow it, to be clear, because I don't care. I'm going to say approve without thought and move on.
Fair enough. Next spell.
What a nothing for a second level spell.
Yeah, what a starting. Our next one is that we've not covered is Blood Wisp.
Oh, I see it right there. Boop.
Let's see. So it's an invocation, Sagromancy, Bard. It's for the Bard, Sorcerer, and the Wizard.
It is an action, a range of self, verbal somatic material. We got a cost in there. A ruby worth 10 GP. No mention of the spell consuming it. So, this is something you are actually going to have to obtain from me. As part of casting the spell, you must expend two hit dice for the spell. Oh no!
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna
automatic.
tell you.
Roll the hit dice.
I'm gonna tell you a theme with Sagromancy spells. If you get like, let's say a 9th level Sagromancy spell, which I believe there is, you have to spend
Ross,
like 9
Ah.
hit dice. So it's like it's equal to the level
Oh.
for the initial cast.
I see. Anyways, roll the hit point die. Spend the cast to create red wisp. With the number of hit points equal to the roll you plus your spell. When it circles your head, it has an AC of use your saving throws. Each time you roll damage for a spell while the wisp circles you, you can re-roll one of the damage die. You must use the wisp takes damage equal to the new roll if the wisp is reduced. What
so
the?
you could cast this, and for the next hour, you could basically, let's say you cast Fireball, roll the damage die again. The Wisp takes damage.
They're dead.
Well, no, they're not gonna die unless you rolled really shit for it, and that's sort
Honestly,
of...
no, Ross. If you're Wait, are you only rolling one damage? Wait, let me read this.
You roll one of the damage dice.
Reroll. You must use the new other 6 damage equal to. Yeah, it's only one. Okay, you're right. So only d6. Now I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna like do any shit about this. This spell sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a nothing burger of a spell.
At best, what we got here, if we're looking at the classes up there, is 21 hit points for this thing, and that's with Bard.
I don't care about the amount of hit points. I don't like what it does. Again, as a reminder, I'm spending 2 hit dice.
Yeah, no.
In order to, and I want to be clear about this. In order to reroll 1 damage roll from some of my spells and potentially get a lower number.
The fact that they give this to Sorcerer is laughable. Sorcerers just get that
Oh,
as a sorcery point.
100%. And no one uses that one because it's.
I
some
like
people do,
using.
but I don't.
I use that one on occasion.
Anyways, all of that to say,
Approved of that thought.
approved of that thought. These second level spells are disappointing me, Ross.
Well, maybe this next one. I don't know what this next one is. Here it is. Next one. Dazzling Blast.
Dazing Blast.
Dazing
Dumbass.
Blast. My bad. Which is for the Sorcerer, Warlock, and the Wizard. It's an evocation spell.
It is an action 60 feet, verbal somatic, instantaneous. A wave of force leaves your palm, targeting a creature within range. The target makes a con saving throw. On a fail, the creature takes 2d6 force damage and has the stun condition until the end of its next turn.
I'd rather just have Eldritch Blast, honestly.
Save.
What?
These aren't the same.
Yeah, Eve, what are you
Also,
talking about?
The creature takes the damage only. Okay.
Oh, so it's not half damage. So it's always taking 2d6. The determining factor is the stun condition.
So,
2d6 is low when it comes to. This is the same level of spell that we have, for example, Scorching
Here
Ray.
is the thing. Well, 2d6 is low. I do need to, Court of Harp on. This is 2d6 guaranteed damage.
Which is
in the same
rare.
vein that
Yeah.
Magic Missiles is low. It's great because it's guaranteed.
That's true. That is fair.
And obviously, stunned is a huge bonus. I mean, monks are like.
Oh yeah, they're trying to do
You know
that
how
every
much monks
turn.
are- yeah. Yeah, getting the stun condition on this spell is honestly actually solid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, this one just gets straight up approved.
Woohoo!
I was thinking maybe, but no, I think it's fine. I think it is fine. This should be able to do basically that. Yeah.
All right, the next spell we're looking at is
Mhm.
Enspelled Armament. I think I pronounced that right. There it is, right there.
Yes,
yeah,
you did.
did.
It's a Conjuration spell, level 2, for the Sorcerer.
It is a bonus action spell.
Okay.
A material is a vial of oil and water. 1 hour. When you cast the spell, choose one simple or martial weapon. A replica of the chosen weapon made of iridescent energy appears in your hands. For the duration, you are approached with the weapon, and whenever you attack with the weapon, you can use your blah 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 blah. That weapon don't require ammunition, and if you throw the weapon as part of range attack, return to your hand immediately. It's forced instead of. It's just a summoned weapon.
Yeah.
The flavor text is cool.
Yeah, here is the issue. Ross, here is the issue. I have an issue for you. You ready? You want to see something cool? Want to see something cool?
Yeah.
I need to
Show me
double
some
check
magic.
stuff.
Show me some magic.
Okay.
Maybe the
What
magic is
is-
gathering within us as our sorcerer blood.
24 feet for Warlock. Is it implications I'm thinking of?
I don't think there one exists for 2024.
But it is assumed that you can use the old stuff if it doesn't. So the reason I bring this up is
Right.
because
Pack of the Blade.
this in 2024 is just an invocation.
You're right. And although you're not dealing force damage, you have your choice of necrotic, psychic, or radiant. And honestly, I feel like that's better in a good number of situations.
And as a reminder, this is a spell for a sorcerer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just if you wanted to take something like that
What-
spell, just dip into Pact of the Blade Warlock.
I saw that there was an upcast for it. What was the upcast for this?
It was just an
It's a
extra D4 attack of the damage.
It's
and
a pathetic amount.
back
1d4 for each
level
spell. If you cast a spell, so if for each spell slot above 2, it's 1d4 extra damage.
So at third level,
you
I
cast a
get the
spell,
weapons die plus 1d4. Eh.
Yeah, and then the cast spell by using a 5th level spell slot or higher, the duration becomes 8 hours. But again, who cares if when I can just literally, with the rules that they currently are, we are allowed to use 2014 printed material in 2024 characters. And the reason I say this is because that means I can take Eldritch Adepts and then take
Pack of the Blade.
And I guess a couple things to note here is, as far as I can tell, there's no like hard limit on how much you can summon your weapon.
I also will say, I don't know if sorcerers get it, but do you know what's another thing
Mhm.
sorcerers could do for 2024?
Yep.
They could have a weapon, and then just cast the 2024's True Strike. Because that uses your spellcasting modifier for the attack.
That is, you know what, also fair. So,
Cool.
yeah, this is
The
kind of...
the cool flavor. I like the flavor.
Yeah,
but-
again, I get the idea, but the flavor is free, and I can just do that flavor as part of my Pact of the Blade. I think I have to mark this spell with useless. Technically, an argument would be made that a sorcerer, you could want this spell and not take Pact of the Blade, and not take Eldritch Net for Pact of the Blade, but, and I need to mark this down, I think it's just silly. If you are
Yeah.
playing a Spellblade sorcerer type character, I feel that other option, and if you want to do this, and if you're taking this spell, you want it to be a major part of your build, because you want to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
And in that case, you would take Pact of the Blade.
Yeah. I guess one nice thing about this, okay,
Mhm.
one reason why you could use this
Yeah.
is the fact that if you're going for a weapon that requires ammunition, this doesn't require the ammunition. This doesn't require it.
Ross, why as a sorcerer would I want to use a bow?
I gave a reason. Well, okay. Why would I want to use a bow to begin with?
Yes.
You know what?
Think about what
I was-
sorcerers have.
I was originally gonna say if you wanted to do a weird build of like sorcerer sharpshooter, but I'm like, wait, no, they changed how sharpshooter works in 2024.
Mhm. Why would I want to use a bow?
I mean, you could always have a sorcerer that uses like a gun, but you could just do that as a flavor thing, like you did with your warlock.
I don't believe guns require simpler martial, but again, then we're getting on flavor and stuff. And this one we're
Right.
just looking mechanically. Because again, flavor is free. We just play with whatever we want.
Well, okay, there is a reason. There is a
As
reason.
a sorcerer, okay.
Now this is a very limited thing. I want to be clear. Range. Bows just have a good bit better range. I think the short bow.
Better range.
If you're looking at short bow, I believe it is 80 and 320. Is that what it is?
Ross, what is the range of this spell right here?
200 feet. Yeah, no, like you could have fights that are beyond 120 feet. They're not very common. I want to be crystal
I mean,
clear.
again, maybe, but I would not want to be fighting at disadvantage.
Right.
Anyways, I think, and plus, I don't think. Anyways, longbow 5e. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, 150 and 600.
Ross.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's simple or No, it's simple or martial.
Yeah, simple or
this-
martial.
You could. Yeah, you could. You're right. You could summon this.
Now, do I think it's
Jack,
worth
Rose,
it?
Andy. Hell no.
Probably not.
No, this belt. That is your argument. I wouldn't make a build around it because again, remember, Sword
Yeah,
Sorcerers,
no.
generally speaking, you can change your spells only when you level up.
That's also something I gotta
These
consider,
two-
right? This is only for a sorcerer, and like, if this
Yeah.
if of our options we're choosing this, maybe I guess another reason why you do it is the fact that it's a sorcerer spell that lasts for a fairly long time. But that's debatable depending on the table.
Again, the other option, Pact the Blade, lasts for however long I want.
Right. So yeah, just useless.
Yeah.
Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Fiend Flesh,
Bloop.
which is for a transmutation spell for the cleric, bard, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. I don't know why
It
he
is
skipped
cast
over
time
bard
of
for a
an
moment.
action, a range of touch, verbal, somatic, material, non-costly, whatever. Concentration up to an hour. You touch a willing creature, transforming its skin into red scales. Until the spell ends, the target has resistance to cold, fire, and lightning damage. The target also has immunity to poison damage. Excuse me a moment.
Yeah, hold on. What?
Elements is a first level spell. That's fair. That's fair.
It also has the writer effective extra damage.
What other spells
Uh,
give you resistance to damage?
Uh,
'Cause I know there's got to be something, right?
you have the Mind Sanctuary-esque one. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it's like it gives you resistance to psychic damage. It's level 3.
I mean, I specifically need stuff that covers the damage covered in the spell.
What is it? Cold, fire, lightning.
Cold, fire, and lightning damage.
Uh,
Oh, I know. I do know one that does. Draconic Spirit 5e. Let's look at the 2024 version.
right. I forgot this gave you a resistance depending on what dragon you summon. I forgot about that.
One of its. Now, admittedly, this spell does more, but
Absorb elements, Draconic Spirit. You have what's that? Platinum Shield.
Platinum Shield.
Fizzband's Platinum Shield. There it
Okay.
is.
6th level spell. You can the field changes well, shield another creature. You can resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison damage. That I would say that's enough. That's enough for me.
I mean, that one also gets
Fiend-
evasion, so it's like
I
But still.
no, but like I said, what I'm seeing here is enough. Outside of the invasion, Fiend Flesh is better than that spell. That 6th level spell.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing one too. That's like 3rd level.
I don't need another Ross. That's the thing.
But still, yeah, no, this
spell I have to ban this.
does the fact that I would be tempted to allow it if it had a costly component that consumed, but still,
Even then, I'd be hard pressed.
yeah,
Even then, I'd
no,
be hard pressed.
there's no real.
So
I
I
feel-
think yeah,
First ban for a 2nd level.
that's got to get banned. Unfortunately, I want to point out you're not even arguing with me.
I mean, if we didn't have Platinum Shield, Absorb Element, if you didn't have so many like good example ones, if this gave you like a downside, like oh, while this is active or something like that, yeah, like a penalty or something like that. But no, it's like just 3 damage resistance and
The
an
immunity
immunity.
to poison, by the way, is insane.
I'm trying to think of. I don't think there's
No,
any official spell that gives you immunity to a damage other than
there is.
the ninth,
There is.
other than the ninth level invincibility.
Just give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Oh, here's I thought that was resistance. Is it immunity?
I think the 2024 version is a bit nerfed, but the 2014 version, at least. Apparently, I'm straining roll 20 too much today. There we go. Is
Immune to poison. You're right. I
Yep.
didn't know that.
yeah.
And that is that is
Anyway.
a cosmic material command. Anyway.
Yeah, this spell gets banned. Next one.
We might have covered this one. Life Tether.
Check if we've covered.
Uh,
Also pronounced tether.
Tether.
Mhm.
Actually, now thinking about it, I think Jaden used that spell. Yeah, it was allowed. Right, you had made the change of every single upcasted level applies the upcast effect, not every 2 levels.
Yeah, because as you know,
I'm assuming you still have the same opinion.
so did we cover it in this book or a previous book?
Previous book.
Then, like before, we've done before, we should see if anything's changed.
All right, Life Tether is a necromancy spell for the cleric, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Action 120 feet, verbal somatic, concentration up to a minute. Read me the original.
The original for all that blobbly bloop. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yep.
Hello, player's guide. How I've missed you. Maybe. Let's see. Same classes. Let's see. It is level 2 action, minute concentration, 120 foot. Wisdom save. Is it wisdom for the other one? I didn't see.
It's wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Read it.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, a sickly green ethereal tether forms between you and your target. Whenever you take damage, each tethered target takes half that amount as necrotic damage. Damage dealt in this way is distributed after any damage resistances or immunities are applied. If a target with a tether drops to 0 hit points, they are no longer affected by the tether. As a bonus action, you could move the tether from the fallen foe to another target. The new target must succeed on a wisdom save or also be subjected to the effects of the spell. A target may only have one tether attached to them from any instance of the spell given. And then the upcasting is if you cast it at 4th level or higher, the number of tethers created is increased by 1 for every 2 spell slots above 2nd. So capping out at 4 for 8th level.
Okay. Could you read me the very first sentence?
The first sentence?
Yes.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this one of the books that had like no, that was the Cthulhu book.
What are you looking for? Oh, is there like an errata thing?
No, it says choose a creature you can see within range. I'm trying to see what the equivalent is. There is something.
Oh, they must have forgotten the line in there. I don't think
know.
we've ever noticed.
It doesn't matter. There's something I'm trying to figure out. You take damage, the target takes half as much damage. Okay, I'm gonna rule the spell is still the same, but somehow in the jump to 2024 they messed up some wording on something that's made it a little more vague than I'd like.
What is it that's vague? Just so I have a better understanding.
It's whenever you take damage, the head target takes half as much damage, rounded down as necrotic damage. They don't mention the level 4 resistance stuff or anything,
Oh yeah, they don't.
but that's not the important part.
Okay.
Your life tether makes a point to mention each creature. This just says the tethered target.
Yeah,
I'm going to
wait.
say it still works like the OG one, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I
So-
see the confusion that you're looking at. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're gonna keep the same ruling.
Yeah. Although good thing calling that out.
Yeah.
Next spell. Overgrow. All one word. It's a second level transmutation spell for the druid, ranger, and the sorcerer.
It has a casting time of an action, a range of 60 feet. Verbal somatic material is blah blah blah. Concentration up to a minute. When you cast a spell, choose a creature or an object within range that is huge or smaller and not being worn or carried within range. Vibrant magically grow around the target, pinning it into place and making it easier to traverse. Choose a creature or an object within range that is huge. Vines quickly grow around.
If the target is a
If
creature.
the target is a creature, must be on a strength saving throw or have a restrained condition until the spell ends. At the end of each of the turns, end the restrained condition. The target is not can't be moved from its current location. The creatures that climb onto the object don't spend an extra movement. The creature can make a strength saving throw. The strength has not against possibility to rest with the object out of the vine, so it can be moved. The object is too heavy for the creature to move. This action fails. What? Okay, I think I get what the spell does, but it's not as clear as I'd like. What I believe this spell does is it pins something huge or smaller in place and lets you climb all around it.
Okay. I also see the restraint condition, and I'm trying to think, how does this compare to? Because there is a comparison. How does this compare to the first level druid spell? Entangle.
I would say there are enough ways to give multiple people the restrained condition that doesn't concern me. This spell's approved.
Yeah. I'm assuming this one's gonna have Sanguimancy in it. Sanguine Shield,
Oop.
which is an abjuration spell, second level, for the sorcerer and the wizard.
Alright, has a casting time of an action, a range of self-verbal somatic concentration to a minute. As part of casting the spell, you must blah blah blah. You draw a life force around you to create a swirling shield of blood. You gain 5 temporary hit points for each creature within 30 feet that is below its hit point maximum, including you.
That is very
To a
specific.
maximum of 15 temporary hit points. While you have temporary hit points from the spell, you have half cover. When the spell ends, all temporary hit points from it are lost.
And the upcasting increases the maximum by 5 for each spell slot above second.
Who cares? Ugh.
This is, I will say this for me, closer to being something that I would be considered casting. I think
I want to be clear. I think this spell is good, but I also think this spell would be fine without the arbitrary hit die cost.
Yeah, I also don't like the main restriction of, I don't like the restriction of like having it to where creatures have to be below its hit point max.
No.
Below its
like
hit point
that.
maximum. I read
Yeah,
that wrong.
yeah.
That's actually fine. I was thinking
You thought it was bloodied.
Yeah, I assumed it was bloodied, like half health or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the hit die thing.
I like this. I was there. I like this. In fact, I'll say, approved. Remove the hit die cost.
Yeah. Approved. Yeah, no, I think it's a fine spell.
All right, next.
Seal spellcasting. Seal. Okay. Abjuration spell only for the sorcerer.
It's an action, 60 feet, verbal somatic material, blah 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 blah. Concentration up to 10 minutes. When you cast a spell, choose a creature you can see within range. When the target casts a spell, it must make its charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature expends a spell slot to cast a spell. When the target on a failed save, the target. Is this a
Wait.
okay? That's weird. So it's an action, but you cast, and then when they cast a spell,
So we are
they make the
assuming
save.
we're assuming that we're fighting one a spellcaster, but also a person that will
I
cast
think
a spell
you would
guaranteed on
know.
a turn.
You would know. It must make a Christmas on fail to the creature spell slot to cast the spell as normal, but still has no effect on it. If the creature casts the spell but takes. Wait, what?
Yeah, wait.
What?
So it's either stop the spell entirely or they
Wait.
take damage.
No. No. That's not it at all.
What?
Oh wait, yes it is.
Oh.
You're entirely right. No, I misread. Uh. No, I can't allow this on principle.
It should be a save or suck effect, honestly.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. It's not a reaction. Sure, whatever.
It should just be a save or suck. Like you.
No, Ross, I can't allow this. Save or suck's not going to make the difference here. Especially with how I design encounters. This is a level 2 spell that can do even more damage than the level 3 counter spell. You're right. It's theoretically not as good as counter spell, except it does damage.
And I would argue, if we're looking at 2024 specifically, which we are, this is better because now I know you and I have disagreed about saving throws.
You are
gotta admit,
right.
charisma.
You are 100% right. Yes, this is better.
Yeah.
And that's where the thing lines in. This is better than counter spell.
Oh no, I wasn't disagreeing. I want to be clear, I wasn't disagreeing.
So, you are not probably going to say that it's banned, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's banned.
All right.
Let's see. We already looked at that one. This next one. Summon Plant.
Summon Plant.
Which is a concentration spell for the Druid and the Ranger.
It is an action with a range of 90 feet. Verbal somatic material. A ceramic pot with urban force with at least 200 gold pieces. Does not consume.
AKA a Tasha summon.
Concentration up to an hour. You call forth a plant spirit. It manifests in an non-base you can see within range. The corporeal form uses plant spirit stat block. When you cast the spell, choose a floral feature, blooming, oaken, blah blah blah. It resembles an animal plant marked by the chosen floral, blah 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 blah. The creature is now allied to you in your eyes and combat. The creature, blah 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 blah. Takes the dodge act, blah 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 blah. Uses spells, slots all the spells.
Yep. So
we have to analyze the spell stat. Lovely. Okay. Medium, large evoking plant. AC is 11 plus the spell's level. HP is 20 or 30. Plus 10 for each spell slot level above 2. We got a speed of 30 feet and a climb feet for the Bloomberg and Thorny.
You got.
It's got some immunities. It's got some senses. It's got some languages. The spirit regains 1 hit point at the start of its turn if it has at least 1 hit point as a
indirect sunlight.
Nothing regeneration. 1 hit point is nothing. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
And then have the number. Okay, here we go. The plant causes a burst of petals to fill the air. The area is held for 1 minute. Okay, or the melee attack,
which is 1d8
roll
plus
equals yours.
1d8
plus 3 plus spells level. Bludgeoning or piercing into thorny.
Okay.
And then reactions. Oaken only is when a creature within 5 feet of the plant takes damage. When attack the plant takes damage instead. Strictly protection thorny when a creature within 5 feet of the plant attacks it. The plant makes a slam attack with advantage against the. This stat block is so boring.
I mean, a lot of Tasha summons are not the most interesting. Also, it's cool that you have like the Oaken one can take damage. I feel like that's neat.
But here, let me ask you this question: what does? I guess Blooming does the petal burst. Okay.
Yeah, Blooming does the petal burst. Thorns does.
So they all have
piercing
their own
damage.
abilities. Because...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, this is approved. So
yeah,
it's
basically a Tasha summon.
Mm-hmm.
We have Thief of Vitae. Is that how you pronounce it?
Theft of Vitae.
Vitae. My bad. Transmutation, Sangermancy. Oh boy. Spell for the druid and the wizard.
It's a reaction when you take when a creature you can do in 30 feet takes damage.
Okay.
Its range is self-verbal, somatic, instantaneous. As part of casting spell, you must blah 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 blah. Roll the hit point dice meant to cast a spell. The trigger creature takes necrotic damage equal to the result. You gain every points equal to the result plus the triggering damage to a maximum of 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
Why are we doing this again?
Okay, so you use this on an enemy. Let's say you hit them. Let's say you hit him with a fireball. You then use this as a reaction.
I feel like the other one we looked at earlier was better. Anyways.
Yeah.
Approve without thought.
Next one. Wilting Smite. It's a transmutation Sangermancy spell for the paladin only.
It's a bonus dash which you take immediately after hitting a creature with a melee weapon. It's a smite, you know that.
Yeah, it's one of the new smites.
As part of casting, we must spend 2 hit point dice to the spell on fails. The creature loses all resistance damage until the start of next turn. Target by the strike takes extra necrotic damage from the attack. The damage roll the hit. This actually works.
Yeah, you read over it, and I'm like, something caught my ear. I'm like, wait a minute, they lose resistance to damage.
Yeah.
In general,
I'm
until the start
willing
of next
to
turn.
spend hit die. Yeah, I'm willing to spend hit die to help out my players, fellow party members.
Yeah, no,
So I'm just gonna say approve.
And the fact that
I'm gonna say approve.
And the fact that the extra necrotic damage is equal to our hit point dice. Keep in mind, Paladin's hit die are D10, so that's a solid hit too.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna approve.
And then the last one, which I actually believe is from the other book, as well, Wreck.
Rack. Okay, I'll check the other book then, please.
Let me actually double check, make sure I'm not being stupid.
Yep.
Yes. I do have a link for it. Let me bring it up. Bibbidi boop.
Okay.
Alright. So it's a necromancy spell for the cleric. I believe it's the same for the other one, so I'm not gonna tab in again. Cast time of an action, 30 feet. Concentration up to a minute.
Wait, what did we say about it? Sorry, I missed what we said about it.
I did not. I skipped over that. My bad. It was allowed.
It's actually okay.
It was allowed.
Go back to it. Alright, keep going.
Choose a creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution save or be affected with excruciating muscle spasms for the duration. A creature affected in this way has its speed halved and attack rolls made at disadvantage. At the start of each of its turns, they can make another con save. On a success, they end the spell.
There is one difference. Let me read the one different sentence. Target repeats the save at the end of each of its turns, ending the spell on a success.
That's the same. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another con save. On a success, the spell ends.
You said start.
Oh, did I say start? It says end.
Start.
I thought I said end. Sorry.
So completely and utterly unchanged then.
Yeah. It's still
which means
fine
my previous ruling stands.
And I will put that in. And that's all the second level spells.
Yep.
We will be back to cover the third level spells.
The third level spells.
Woo. All right, we're back from our break to do third levels, and the first one that we have gotten that we have not covered is Call of the Rabid Beast, which I've actually looked at this one, and actually I believe I have a comment on the discussion, the actual spell posting of the spell.
Okay.
Which this spell is for a lot of classes. This is for the Bard, Cleric, Druid, Ranger, Warlock, and the Wizard.
It's an action with a range of touch, verbal, somatic, material, but who cares? Concentration up to a minute. A creature you touch transforms into a rabid monster filled with primal fury. The target sprouts thick fur, and its mouth and lung gets into a fang maw. It gains 20 temporary hit points. Will transform the creature to the following effects: armor class is 17.
If the AC is lower
plus
than that.
5 bonus on damage rolls with strength-based attacks. It can make a bite attack as a bonus action. The bite deals 1d6, blah, blah, blah. It has immunity to fright. It can't cast spells or maintain concentration.
So you cannot cast this on yourself.
At the start of each of its turns, it must succeed on a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw or lose control till the spell ends. The creature that loses control attack. Attack on each uses melee attacks against each creature if none are within.
So basically, you turned your friend into a
None are
werewolf.
within. Let's use it. Huh. Ross.
Yes.
Now, you said you noticed something, but I noticed something. I noticed something very, very interesting.
Oh.
Something about this spell is actually stabbing it in the foot. Or rather, conflicting. Two elements of the spell are conflicting.
Oh, outright conflicting. Okay.
Yep.
As
long as one of these elements exists, the other is pointless.
I'm assuming it has something to do with them losing control, like that last paragraph thing.
That is correct.
So
Do you think
it
is item A? So you've attached one of the points. So do you think this point is item A or item B?
I'm gonna say item B, because like that's like near
so-
the end. Unless both
remember
relate
what
to the
it-
same thing.
Do you remember what defines item B?
You never gave a description of what defines item A or B, so I don't know.
I did, in fact. You just weren't paying attention. Okay. So, what I said was, as long as one thing exists, another thing is pointless.
Okay.
So, item A is one thing exists. Item B is pointless.
As long as one exists.
Oh, again, I will tell you right now, you are correct that the lose control, that the last point is one of them. I'm just gonna let you stew which one.
Oh, would it be the fact that if they must use the attack action, but the creature is far away to where they have to dash, they wouldn't be able to do the attack action?
What? No.
Oh.
To be clear, it's contradicting with another point, not itself.
Oh, okay. DC 10 loses control. I am not exactly sure what you mean by I guess is the fact that this is a touch spell and you
Nope.
would be no? Okay.
No, you can. To be clear, that's a risk, but also you could move. No. Who cares? I don't care if it's a touch spell. Again, I reiterate. We are looking at as long as point A exists, point B is pointless. As in, I'll be honest, we could remove that entire part of the spell.
Eve, are you
Would you
seeing
like
it? Because I personally am not exactly seeing it.
Would you like a clue?
I
A
would.
clue that'll basically give it away.
I would.
So, Ross, when can you drop concentration on a spell?
It'd be at any point.
At any point,
Oh, okay.
including, including on somebody else's
turn. You're right. Okay.
So, question. I'm Jimmy Spellcaster. I am any number of classes. It does not actually matter, as demonstrated by that long list. I cast this spell.
Right.
Then Bob Barbarian, who dumped his wisdom again, fails his save again. I just immediately end concentration.
Right.
I have to assume that they don't mean raw for you to be able to do that, or rye for you to be able to do that, but you absolutely can do that raw.
Maybe they changed something in 2024, but I don't believe they did.
You know what? Yeah, let's make me not a bullshitter, right? Concentration, 2024.
I don't imagine they would change anything, but always good to double check.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. No, you are. Oh, come on, just let me read this stupid book. Oh, that don't know me. Did you? We? Oh wait. Do we own the 2024 Player's Handbook?
We do. Yes, I believe I bought it.
Awesome. Let's take a look-see. What page is this on? All right. Is it spells? Casting spells, probably.
I imagine to be under casting spells.
Spell level, casting without slot, using School of Magic. Casting time.
Range.
Duration. Concentration. Duration. Concentration rules. Here we go.
Aha!
Some spells. In effect, if the effects, creators, the blah. The creator can end concentration at any time, no action required.
Okay.
That is still the same sentence.
Okay.
So anytime genuinely means anytime, which means, again, back to this.
At any point. I've done that with Bonfire before.
Yeah. So, again, this sentence is stupid. Now, there are ways that we can fix this. Because I assume they don't want this to be a useless sentence, right?
Right. Also, in case you're curious of what the conversation I had with someone was
Yep.
I forget if I started the conversation or they did, but someone had said that they would cast this on their familiar, and I'm like, wait, wouldn't the familiar still be under the restriction of cannot attack? So like it would be pointless. Unless it would be remove the bonus action restriction, I guess.
What did they say?
I don't remember. This was like when the book, like I think it was like a week after the book released. You can click on the spell and it'll take you to the page, the Call of the Rabid Beast.
Oh, you actually had it in the comments.
Yeah, in the comments. Yeah. Yeah, cast on familiar, set it in, go crazy.
How about Ross? I'll play everybody else.
Okay.
You play you.
Okay.
Cast on familiar, send it in, go crazy, little buddy.
Wouldn't it still be restricted by not being able to attack?
You are correct. Since the wording for find familiar is that a familiar can't attack, note the lowercase spelling of attack here. However, if it were worded that the familiar couldn't take the attack action, then the attack action, especially when it was after randomized spell, would have been viable.
Cool. I wanted to make sure, even if you were able to use it on familiar, let's say with Pack of the Chain, which warlocks do get this, I'm not exactly sure if it would be worth casting on them versus something like a barbarian paladin fighter or melee ranger, a bunch of other stuff. And then
this guy's a different conversation. So there's no saving for only creature. I think he seems to think that you have some kind of control over the creature, which I don't think you do.
I mean, I guess he could do a weird thing because they have to attack the closest creature. So a character could.
They fail the wisdom save.
That's true.
It's not a high one. It's not a high save. No, it's not a high save. Anyways, that's my opinion. I am going to approve this. This has uses.
Oh yeah, no,
especially that plus 5 bonus on. Like, this is a genuine buff to the barbarian that is going to be huge.
Oh yeah, no, barbarians, fighters, again, paladins.
But let's move on because this is the first spell of more. So
I mean, third level, they're going to be a little more complex. Anyway, next one is third level conjure plants. Oh, actually, one more comment about call the rabid beast.
Hmm?
I don't know why cleric gets a spell. Cleric's the only one of the casters that I don't
Yeah.
understand, but that's
It's fine.
yeah. Either way, the spell is a conjuration spell for the druid, ranger, and the warlock.
Okay, it is an action, 60 feet, verbal somatic, concentration for 10 minutes. You conjure animated planes with appears large masses of vines, blah, 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 blah. They last for the duration. While you're within 5 feet of the plants or sharing space with them, you consider them blah, blah, blah. Other creatures cannot blah, blah, blah. When you move on your turn, you can also move the plants up to 30 feet around quest using Z. Whenever the plants moves within 5 feet of a creature you can see, and whenever a creature you can see enters space within 5 feet of the plants or ends turn there, you can force the creature to make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save. The creature takes 36 slash damage. Creature makes save only once per.
So this is a weird moonbeam,
I got
guess.
nothing, Ross. This spell sucks.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see where I would use. So like, how big is the area effect? 5 feet? Actually, yeah. Wait, how?
Well, we were with no. It's you can't. There appears the unoccupied space. That's a 5-foot square.
That can't be right. Yeah, wait, hold on. There's no way that's. If it's 5 feet, then this. First off, this is a direct comparison with Moonbeam, and that would be 3d10 at this point.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean this again. This spell sucks.
Yeah, unless there were,
Like,
unless they corrected something about the area effect. But if it's 5 feet. Movable spike growth, like, is it?
It's not. It's not. It is not.
Maybe if we're wrong and they did a errata, maybe comment down below. But yeah, no, that just
No.
from how I'm reading it, that just sucks.
Yeah, this spell sucks. We're gonna move on. We're spending too much time on these spells.
Next one. Elemental exhaustion.
It's exhalation.
Exhalation. Yeah. It's an evocation spell for the druid and the sorcerer.
It's an action, a range of self. Components are somatic. Duration is instantaneous. When you cast a spell, you choose one of the following effects. Determine the spell's damage type. Air. The damage type is thunder. Each creature that fails a saving throw is pushed 10 feet away from you. Cold. Fire. The damage type is cold. Each creature that fails a saving throw is frightened. Earth. The damage type is bludgeoning. Each creature that fails a saving throw has its speed reduced to 0 until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Fire. The damage type is fire. Each creature that fails a saving throw has engulfed in flames next to you. As an action, blah blah blah. Water.
Acid.
The damage type is acid. Each creature that fails a saving throw is prone condition. Each creature within the 30 foot if make an extraordinary saving throw fails, the target takes 5d6.
I mean, it's
this
fine.
It's not bad damage. Just
The damage is fine. If we wanted to do a direct comparison, we could compare, because I think the spell Fear has the same range, and that's like a constant for a minute. I would say it's a frightened condition, and this is a instantaneous. Like, you do this, and they're not like forced to still be frightened.
No, this spell is fine. Just a little convoluted.
Yeah. Approved.
I'll say approved.
Yeah. Next one. Emoline's Essence Infusion. I probably butchered that name. Which is a transmutation spell. God, I can speak. For specifically just the wizard.
Cast in time of 8 hours. Ranger touch verbal somatic material, and we gotta actually read this.
We got a costly material.
A diamond vial containing at least 1 ounce of blood, worth at least 100 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Also, dumb question. Because I only just thought about it now. If it has something that is technically 2 items, which a diamond vial worth at least an ounce of blood.
It is the
could
total. The total of the price.
Well, I was more talking about, could you have like a majority of that price be blood, and then just like 1 gold worth of diamond, like for the vial? Like, could it be like a split like that?
I mean,
Now that's
Mechanically,
that's
can it?
going on antics, but it's like it's just something I just thought about.
Ross. What would make blood expensive?
I mean, it
Like,
could be a rare blood, like a blood of a beholder or something. I don't know.
no, I mean, I'm gonna tell you a little lore detail. Something I have decided for my own set is I've not yet brought up, so you can think of this as canonically true in all the games you play for me.
All right.
The reason that costly materials are costly materials in my setting is because their cost comes from what they can do. Basically, it's a 500 gold piece diamond because people know it can bring back the dead.
Right. Okay.
That is how I lore it.
Okay.
But like I said, at that point we're talking semantics.
Right. Yeah. But let's see what this spell actually
Alright.
does. Maybe for all we know, this could just not be worth it. But let's see.
When you cast a spell, you target one non-magical weapon within range. The weapon becomes magical and gains a special benefit based on the creature type of the blood used as the material component for this. Well, there's your expensive blood thing taken out of the thing, Ross.
Yeah. Okay.
And it requires attunement, and only the creature attuned to the weapon gains these benefits. Okay, so you're basically creating an attunement item. I guess it lasts
Okay.
for. All right, so aberration. Your attack with weapons deal an extra 1d6 damage on a hit. In addition, you can telepathically speak with any creature that has taken at least 1 point of damage from this weapon in the last 24 hours. Provided you're both in the same plane.
So I stab a beholder, and then I can mentally talk to the beholder in their head.
I wouldn't want to do that. I think it's you stab your buddy. You go, hey Bob, hey, what'd you do that? Now I can speak in your head. Hey Trisha.
Still, yeah. All right. So
But
let's do it.
yeah. Your attack level deal an extra 1d6 radiant damage on a hit. In addition, you can use a bonus action to cause weapon to shed bright light. You can end this attack by using another bonus action. Okay.
Okay. Dragon.
Wagon. Your attack roll with a blah blah.
Thank God that's not the
Blah,
only thing
blah,
that this
blah.
thing does.
Advantage on being frightened.
Yeah, advantage on being frightened. Cool.
So, Faye, your attack with weapons deal an extra 1d4 force damage on a hit. In addition, once per turn when you hit a creature with 30 feet with his weapon, you teleport on. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Ooh, so this is. The Faye one is only good if it's like a bow or something.
Or the melee weapon situation, which I had brought up before.
Ross, read it again.
Your weapon attacks once per turn when you hit a creature within 30 feet of you. You can teleport to an occupied space that you can see with that. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So you have to
you're,
teleport to them. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not see that. Okay, yeah,
So
I see
I'll
your
be
point.
honest. I'm struggling to see a scenario where I actually want the Fae one because if
You could do
my
it-
magic weapon is a ranged weapon, Ross, do you know what I want to do?
More than likely be at range.
Yeah.
I guess you
anyways,
could. You could do it on a. Like, you could hit an ally with this to teleport to them. I suppose, but-
no!
What?
Dang it!
What?
Are you kidding?
What happened?
Cast the spell, you tune the magic weapon. Spell's duration lasts. When you cast a spell, you tune to the magic weapon. The spell's duration lasts as long as you have attunement to the weapon during the spell's duration. The magic item special is a spell magic spell. If you maintain attunement to the magic item for 1 year, the attack becomes permanent and this spell ends. I
Ooh.
cannot believe it. Wow. This was such a cool spell. Until that last sentence.
I guess what you could do.
Are you playing a Blade Singer? Are you a Blade Singer, son? You better be a Blade Singer.
Well, I was gonna say what you could do is you could use the spell and put it in a scroll, and then have someone else get that attunement. Although usually,
Do you not remember how scrolls work?
I mean, they would have to make a check, right?
Ross, you cannot use a scroll unless you can already naturally cast a spell. We
That's
literally built an entire subclass around breaking that rule.
You know what? You're right. Yeah.
So to be clear, this is a martial subclass going to one of the most non-martial classes in the game.
Yeah.
This spell, and I hate to say this, unless you are playing a very specific, very niche build, is useless.
A part of me wants to think of a character idea where I would use the spell,
No,
but then
yeah,
once a
yeah,
year goes
yeah.
once a year goes by, which who knows if that's ever going to even happen in your campaign. Like, I want to be clear.
Here, Ross. Let me throw something down for you, Ross. You want to use this spell to give the party magic items within the year. You want to do that, which is stupid already. How many attunement slots does your average wizard have?
Wizard, not including any multi-classing with Artificer, but I don't even know if they even get that feature anymore. But just plain old straight leveled wizard, that is 3.
Yep. Like everybody else. That means, at most, you could have 3 of these brewing at any given time.
Right.
And again, you would need an insanely... For this to ever be anything but a stupid side hustle, which is, to be clear, actively gimping your use as a wizard.
Right, because a lot of attunement
Because, yeah.
items are good for spellcasters.
Oh, yeah, no. There's some attunement specifically for wizard thing. The point is, you are literally gimping yourself so that a year later, Bob the Barbarian can have his cool weapon.
Yeah, concept of this is actually,
Like I said, it's everything up until that last sentence.
Okay, only the attuned. I was about to ask, like, wait, could you be attuned to something and then have someone else use the item that you are specifically attuned to? But no, the attuned creature weapon, only the creature attuned to this weapon gains these benefits.
To be clear, generally speaking, the answer is no. Like that is the raw answer to that question is no. But this one they made sure. Anyways,
Yeah,
approved without thought.
it had potential, but
Let's be clear. This was, aside from the Fey ability, which sucked, an amazing spell up until that literal last sentence.
yeah. Let's see. Next one, extract iron. Which is transmutation, Sangromantic spell for the bard, the cleric, the druid, and the wizard.
We get a cast of a minute range of self-verbal somatic material. Instantaneous. Bard cast the spell, you must spend. Blah blah blah. And extract a number of pounds of iron from your blood equal to the blah blah blah.
Rolls total. Okay.
Fashions iron and non-magical metal objects. Combined weight of blah 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 blah. The quality of created objects is poor, but function. You spend it.
Wait. So this is third
a level 3 spell?
Wait, so this is a third level spell
So
that just allows you to create objects that are not even that good?
So to be clear here, I'm spending a 3rd level spell slot and 3 hit dice.
Non-magical
Metal objects.
The fact that it has to be metal too, so like I can see if this was a level 1 spell, if it didn't have the metal requirement, I could see like, oh, you use your blood to make like a blood rope so someone can climb up.
Yeah,
but the fact that it has to be metal, so
Also, this sentence.
the objects is poor but functional.
So that means, to be clear, you are getting shitty stuff that work.
Hold on, there's a little context thing as well. We need an axle when the cart broke.
This is a character quote. This is a character quote.
And
Context. This does not explain anything.
Yeah, no, this is all the functionality of this is really high. 3 hit dice, a 3rd level spell. I'm struggling to see a proper
for shit, right?
Yeah, if it was a first level, then maybe.
Here is the dealio. This spell has 3 uses, all of which covered by much cheaper options. Number 1, repairs. There's a lovely little spell called mending.
Right, that one does a lot of the lifting for fixing stuff.
Yeah, and I mean,
Not
it's obviously missing
perfect,
parts,
but
whatever. Then
yeah.
of course, what is it? I know there's a wizard or there's a spell that just is like create objects. I don't know what it's called, but
Fabricate?
is it called fabricate?
Maybe.
Fabric. Well, let's find out.
I think you are thinking of fabricate.
4th level, so just one level later, and it's better. It's just better.
Yeah, no, I'm normally a lot of times I'm defensive for like saying these have a good point. This one, not really. I think it's just
They again, I want to be clear. If it was just a 3rd level spell, maybe. But 3
I
levels, and also. Sorry, I have to talk about this for a second. Extract a number of pounds of iron from your blood equal to the roll's total. So that means I could cast this spell, roll my lovely. We'll go with
hit dice, which
well, let's go with what is it? A bard.
a bard's a D8. Bard, cleric,
Oh.
druid are all D8s.
So, watch the credit. I'm gonna grab my trusty D8 right here. I got it. It's actually a D10 because I can't bother me. No, I'll grab an actual D8 even though nobody can see it. It doesn't actually matter anyway. But
Right.
good. So what I have here is a good old fashioned D the hell 8. Want to see something? I am now gonna roll it. Ready?
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Roll. Ooh.
That's a 1.
Ooh.
That's a 1. That one was
Ooh.
actually a 1. The last one was actually a 1. To be clear, I was making a point. I wasn't actually caring about the result.
Right, yeah,
It was actually one. Now, so I have spent 3 hit dice, a level 3 spell slot, and I get 3 pounds. That doesn't do shit.
I think I understand what it's a. I don't. Me personally, I don't think it's a necessary restriction, but I think I know why they have the objects as poor but functional. It's because they don't want people to sell the items that they would make from this. But even then, you're sacrificing a lot. Because keep in
You're
mind,
sacrificing a lot for very little return.
yeah, because if this was a ritual spell, then it would still be shit, but it would be less shit.
3 hit dice. Hit dice, remember, hit dice don't exactly come back on a long rest, so it's like, anyways.
Yeah, no, it's
Improved without thought. I'm gonna be honest. 3rd level spells here are not doing a good showing.
yeah, no. But maybe this next one will. Let's see. Flash review recovered. We have Malthia's Quickened Class. I probably butchered that name. Which it's an enchantment spell for again only the wizard.
Casting time is 10 minutes. Range is 30 feet. Verbal schematic 24 hours. When you cast a spell, you give an abbreviated lecture on a topic of your choosing to 10 willing creatures of your choice in range. When you do so, choose one spell you know or have prepared, one skill you are proficient in, or one language you can speak, read, and write. Okay, so it's or. Okay. Each chosen creature is temporarily imparted with a portion of your knowledge. If you choose a spell, each creature prepares the spell. The spell is considered on the creature's spell list and it doesn't count against the creature's number of prepared spells. If you choose each target, the target loses all the spell for when the spell ends. If a creature is targeted by the spell and no unaffected by previous cast spell, previous casting immediately ends. Ross, this finally makes our previous spell usable.
Yeah, you could
That
use.
weapon spell with this. So, in order for that spell to be good, you go to job the fighter, yo, and you go, Malthia's Quickened Class. You know that one spell I was. Except we have a problem.
Oh,
I'm noticing it. Yes, you can impart anybody a spell. Do you know what you don't give them?
the ability to you don't just suddenly give them a 3rd level spell.
You spell slots.
So, spell slots.
You don't give them spell slots, and there's our issue. So, no, we still can't do it. Nope. Oh, so close. So
I think it's
this is
still
great.
handy.
No. I would be good. This spell is good. Melfi's Quicken Class is good.
Honestly, you
I
put the
just want-
spell on the wizard that knows all languages, and then you'd be able to give any character a language completely.
I'm gonna be totally, utterly realsies with you, Ross. Just straight up, utterly realsies. I think the only thing here of value is the spell.
Also, hold on. I think someone fucked up typing wise. Looking at the upcasting. Wait a minute.
The duration spell was spell slot level of 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7 or 8. Or what? Where's the issue?
No. 3 to 4, 30 days. 5 to 6, 10 days. 7 to 8, 30 days. 9, a year. Why did they go back? Why did they go back?
No,
What the fuck?
Okay, you're totally right. They definitely didn't mean it. I bet you if I look at the, let's see, is it fixed here?
No, maybe
it's
someone
not.
commented.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very funny, but
Anyways, so let's get back down to business. So, this spell is good, but I think the only thing of value is giving spells away, which is why I think it kind of sucks.
giving spells
that I
away.
can't-
I would say if you have proficiency in perception, that's always nice.
If I have proficiency, then I can be the one to make the check that requires it.
Right, but you could also be in a situation where the DM asks for everyone to roll perception, which we had talked
I'm gonna
about for
know-
another ranger.
And I'm gonna know about that 10 minutes in advance.
I mean, giving everyone proficiency in perception is just, I mean, it's a cool buff you could do. It's like 20. It lasts for 24 hours.
As a reminder, though, anyone can only be affected by the spell once. And it is not. So could I do it? Yes.
Yeah,
But I
could
feel like
you?
for me to do that, like your argument here, Ross, I get your argument.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're wrong. However, for me to do that as a valuable move, I would have to somehow in advance know that as a move that would be valuable.
Yeah, I think my first initial thought for this one would be any defensive reactionary wizard spell, giving the whole party either shield, absorb elements, or silvery barbs.
Yeah, just remember though, you're not actually giving the entire party those spells. Only the people who have some means of casting spells already.
Right.
Which is fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, this is a fun
Oh.
spell. I like it.
I feel like every time I've tried to explain why I think only that, you've interrupted me. So let me actually finish my thought, please.
Okay.
All right. So as I was trying to say, I think the only thing that is valuable is those spells because in a situation where a language you know is needed, guess what? It's a language you know. You can use it. And it's the same with proficiencies. Now, here's what I would say to that. I think if there is a way that you can impart some physical proficiencies onto the rest of the party, I figured it out.
Brain
figured it the
blast.
hell out. I figured out how to make this spell god tier.
Okay.
And how to make the proficiencies useful. But it does require that you have spellcasters with a very varying degree of proficiencies. So, you give one of these quick classes on this spell. So you can give this spell to the druid, you can give this spell to the Artificer,
You
you
give
give
the
the
spell
spell
to
to-
your allies, and then they would be able to then.
give everyone. So if you need acrobatics, now the ranger could give acrobatics.
You're right. I guess the only thing we'd have to consider. The only thing
Yep.
that we'd have to consider is the fact that this isn't a ritual.
Correct, but
So-
24 hours in advance is time enough to get your spell slot back.
That's true. You could
This is
rest cast
literally
this.
This is a spell cast. Anyway, all of that to say, with no questions asked, this spell's approved and it's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's neat. I like it.
Moving right on,
All right, next
because we
one.
are taking way too long today.
Next one is a mirror spell,
Mirror spell. Oh, here we go.
which is an abjuration spell. for the Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
It's a reaction you take which, when you see a creature within 60 feet of you, cast a spell. A verbal somatic, you attempt to copy and cast a spell of level 3 or lower that you can see being cast. You can only copy spells cast by creatures, and you can't copy your own spell. If the triggering spell is level 2 or lower, you automatically copy. If the spell is level 3 or higher, you must do a bunch of things to copy and cast. When casting a copy spell, you don't expend. When you cast a copy spell, you don't expend spell slot, and you don't need any components. Treat spells as if you were the original caster, using your own, and save DCs and casting at the lowest level can be cast.
So we're still being hit by. Just to clarify, we're still
Yes.
getting hit by the spell, but it's
You're
like,
still being hit by fireball.
but then
you're
we
just
launch
hitting the
one
back with
back
another
immediately.
fireball. Yes.
Okay. I
It
guess
is-
it's neat enough.
I will say they've definitely put some hard limitations on this.
You cannot
Which
copy your
are-
own spells, which makes sense.
Not that
They-
one. It's level. It's level. I'm talking about levels.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
using
yeah.
points. I'm talking about levels. Basically, you have to be able to cast, or you have to use a slot to cast a spell that you're copying, but could result in some good stuff.
I
Anyways,
guess what you could do is you could copy the cleric who casts Cure Wounds. Do you have to cast it back at the caster? I did say that. Stick a spell.
no. So
Cast a spell.
no, you definitely don't. You can cast it. It's if the triggering spells when you don't spend a spell, you don't spells if you were casting, you don't pass. Yeah. So yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, you
you could
You
absolutely.
could upcast Cure Wounds as a cleric and then be able to cast it as a wizard. Would it be at the same level? Of the
It's
original
the
casting?
lowest spell that can be cast. It says right here. And cast it
Lowest level that can be cast. Okay.
But you know what? Yeah.
I feel
alright.
like there's some neat
Uh,
stuff you could do with those.
But let's go next.
Approved.
Approved. Yeah, approved.
Next one. Reanimate. Which is for
Oh,
the
no.
it's third level evocation, Sangromancy. This is for the druid only.
It's an action with a range of touch, verbal somatic material that I actually have to read out. A melange of wilted days and other herbal powers worth 300 plus gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
So this is a consumable
So-
spell. Okay,
I am spending the spell slots, hit dice, and ultimately money.
right. Which
As
of
part
course,
of casting spell, you must expend blah blah
get 3
blah.
hit dice.
You touch a creature that has died within the last 10 minutes, return to life with 1 hit. In addition to roll hit point die spent to cast spell, and the creature gains temp. It loses what? What? When the creature has temporary hit points gained with spell, it moves with gaining a plus. Once it loses the temporary hit points gained with spell, the creature gains 1. What? The spell can't revive a creature that is died.
So this is just a. So this is druid's version of. Do druids get revivify?
Yep.
That's my first thought. So
Yep. True, it's totally and utterly get revivified.
so you're spending hit dice to basically bolster up someone that. Here's the thing though. I'm never really in a situation where I'm casting revivify during combat.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
no, no,
that's
this
my
spell
first
sucks.
thought. Yeah,
This
I mean,
spell sucks. I'm just gonna be honest.
it's nice. The extra bonus for D20 test is nice, but then you get exhaustion.
So, Ross, you think this bonus is good, right?
I mean, it's fine.
But you get an exhaustion level. Let's be fair. To be fair, 2024 exhaustions are a little different, but still.
Yeah, no, and the cost is
spell
about the
just-
same, right? Isn't it 300 diamond for revivify?
We're gonna give Revivify a little ducky check, huh? Revivify.
I guess if you need to cast revivify in combat, it's better, I guess, but
I don't even think it's better. I think, in a lot of ways, it's worse.
because of the exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah.
The exhaustion and the hit die cost. I'm gonna say,
Keep in mind.
yeah.
Yeah, approved without thought, the spell sucks.
Yeah.
How many more we got?
We have two more.
Okay, awesome.
The next one. Serpent Tongue. which is for a transmutation for the wizard and the warlock.
It's a bonus act with range itself, verbal somatic. A minute you transform your tongue into a poison serpent for the duration. As a bonus action, you can make a spell attack against the creature with blah blah. On hit, the target takes 1 piercing damage, and there's a poison condition for the duration of the spell.
For the duration of the
Okay.
spell. So you could give
Yeah.
it, in theory, this wizard or warlock, I would say probably more warlock, you could give, during like 3 rounds, you can give 3 different people the poison condition in theory.
Yeah, this spell is actually,
That's pretty good. No repeat save for the poison condition.
Yeah, no, that is actually kind of insane, but I'm going to allow it.
Yeah, no, this is cool.
I think maybe this spell should be concentration though.
I'm trying to think of like the competition that you have with warlock and hunger of Hadar.
Yeah, the poison condition gives you advantage on attack rolls, right?
And ability checks.
If this could potentially debilitate enemies huge, I think we need to.
Although the range is very limited.
Yeah, we need.
Because compare this to something like Fear.
I mean, yes, the range is limited. I'm a Hexblade I'm a Pact of the Blade warlock. I'm already in their face. The range isn't that limited if you're playing a character that would do this.
That's true. That's true. And the fact that it's a bonus, I would say honestly, don't put a concentration. Just make it to where they can at the, let's say, end of their turn, make a saving throw, con save, because poison.
I'd rather the concentration.
Why is it?
A couple reasons. The main reason I think is, I think it's kind of cool that this is something that they have to actively stop rather than something that will stop. You know.
I guess.
If it's a con save, most enemies will eventually succeed. If it's on you to drop con though, and then the poison goes away, I think that's much fairer. So yeah, make it concentration. That's all I'm asking. Making concentration.
Okay. Oh no, not concentration. Oh, actually, unless they changed it, which we could always look to see if they did, we might have already covered this one. Suffocate.
So this is in the old book.
Yeah, this is from the old book, and originally that one was banned.
Yeah.
So we have
read it for me.
We have an interesting situation. All right. So it's concentration. As an action, it has 60-foot range, concentration up to a minute. You create a pair of grasping hands made of invisible force. You make a melee spell attack against one creature that you can see within range. On a hit.
Stop it. We have a difference.
Oh, what?
It is a ranged spell attack now.
Is there a exact diff?
The range is 60 feet.
This is also 60 feet. I guess the difference is because it's classified as a ranged spell attack, then...
I mean, the entire difference between range and melee is range and melee.
I never said melee. I said make a spell attack.
So, I heard the word melee. Never mind. Continue.
Okay.
There is no difference then.
Let's see. Where was I? Yeah. On a hit, the creature is restrained as the hands crush their throat or bodily equivalent. If the creature requires air to breathe, it begins to suffocate. A suffocating creature can survive for a number of rounds equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier, minimum of 1 round. At the start of each of its turns, at the start of its.
Ross, we have another change.
Yes.
A creature can hold its breath for a number of rounds equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. I have minimum of 30 seconds.
Oh, so they basically just wait. Now
30 seconds would be.
That would be a max con plus 1.
30.
Because that's
divided by 6 is 5. Oh, you're right. What the?
So they just made it to where this lasts for the whole. I guess I mean higher end monsters have higher than 20 con.
I
So
guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, keep reading.
anyway, so they made it to where it lasts longer. At the start of its turn, after those rounds are over, it becomes unconscious, and it cannot regain hit points until it can breathe again. A conscious creature restrained by the hands can use its action to make a strength or dexterity check, its choice, against your spell save DC. On success, the spell ends on the target. I don't know if the availability changed, but this is for
They've actually changed a ton.
the availability is for, at least for the old version, for the bard,
Mhm.
the sorcerer, the warlock, and the wizard.
They've actually changed this a ton.
Okay. What do we got?
So, a creature can hold its breath for a number of rounds, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
That's all the same. When a creature runs out of breath, it gains 1 level of exhaustion at the end of each of its turns.
Ooh. Okay.
When a creature can breathe again, it removes all levels of exhaustion it gained from suffocating. That's a... Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I actually think they've gifted this spell enough that I'm willing to let people use it now.
Okay.
The fact is, for this to kill, for this concentration spell to kill, you have to have this enemy fail to escape for so many rounds.
Right. No. At minimum, they have to fail it. I guess 5 rounds, and that's assuming they have,
Ross,
less.
you are incorrect. How many levels of exhaustion does it take to die?
Oh.
They don't start taking exhaustion until after the 30.
Right. Oh. I was thinking 2014 exhaustion rules. I was thinking like you would become incapacitated. Don't you become incapacitated at 5? Am I crazy about that?
That's true, but to be clear, Ross, you have
Right.
5 rounds where you can't be incapacitated at all.
Right.
Where you're not suffering any ill effects. Then you have the 5 rounds of exhaustion taking. It takes 10 rounds, which most combats do not get to, for this spell to kill. Point is...
Oh, yeah, wait. It'd be after their... Yeah, wow.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The point is, this spell is still good for the record, but I am much more willing to allow it.
And then a creature makes... They changed it to where it's specifically just athletics. They used to have a
Yeah.
strength or dex check.
Either way. Yeah, this spell has actually gotten itself promoted to approved.
Woohoo!
Also,
Oh.
it changed so much. A lot of other people must have had the same opinion I had.
Oh, I misread it. There was a... Not the spell. There's one more spell.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad.
That was such a good one to end on!
I'm so sorry. The last spell is summon Sea Spirit. We got Tasha summon. I'm so sorry. We're ending on a Tasha summon. But anyway, it's 3rd level conjuration for the druid and the warlock.
Action 90 feet, verbal smelling material, bejeweled attachment, sea spirit, more than at least 200 gold pieces, blah blah blah. You call forth an abyssal spirit and manifests in a blah blah. The corporal form uses a blah blah. When you got spell, choosing a blah blah. Blah blah blah. The creature itself was a monstrous sea creature marked by the chosen blah blah blah. Which determines one of the traits in the double. The creature experience when it drops the blah blah blah. The creature is now active blah blah blah.
Usual Tasha
blah,
summon
blah,
stuff. Let's see.
Blah blah blah.
Let's see if the stat block is interesting.
Resistances, immunities.
AC, it's
Yeah,
monstrosity.
These are all the standard stuff. Yep.
One of them gets flyby.
We
Neat.
got flyby. It
Multi-attack.
gets the usual multi-attack rule. We got allure. Causes a lantern. Hangs in one of its fins to glow.
To start its
Each
second turn.
creature. I just trying to play the season of the start of the section. So it's just the charm effect. Okay.
A group charm effect that's decent range. Inhale.
We got strength phase. Okay. Bite. We get a bite. Then we get thrash.
Okay. It's a neat stat block. I'll give it that.
Yeah, but again, it's just a boring. It's again.
Tasha
It was
summons
such a
are.
much
I'm gonna say it.
boring.
Even though Tasha summons did fix a lot of issues with the game, specifically stuff like so many monsters having the roll for conjure animals and whatnot.
I want to be clear. Tasha summons are actually for the most part good spells,
They're just boring.
but they're just for covering on this show. They're boring.
Yeah.
Anyways, approved.
Yeah. And that's it for all the 3rd level spells. We have 4th level spells after a break, which are only 8.
Awesome.
We'll be back.